Hey everyone, Michael Cavaccini here with my review, as promised, of the Kiss Creatures of the Night 40th Anniversary Super Deluxe Edition box set. So the box set comes out November 18th, and it's celebrating this iconic album. It's in multiple versions, but what I'm going to be reviewing right now is the 5 CD box set, so the big kahuna, if you will. So click the link down below to go to my written review, which is going to be a lot more detail, including exactly what you're getting in this set, and just more information. So click that link and check that out. Also down below is a link to buy this album. So if you don't currently have it pre-ordered, click that link, grab yourself a copy on Amazon. But let's dive in. We're going to go disc by disc. So first off, this box set includes an 80-page hardcover booklet with extensive liner notes written by Ken Sharp, and a treasure trove of unreleased photos and imagery. I received a digital copy of this album in advance to obviously review it, and I did get a copy of the book digitally. And the book is excellent. It's just as compelling as what came with the Destroyer set. Lots of photos, some full-page photos, some lots of like 45 labels and stuff, and handwritten notes and sketches, and it's just beautifully designed. So visually it's striking, but then there's also a ton of content, because obviously Ken Sharp, who's brilliant and a great Kiss historian or Kisstorian, wrote all this material, and included are interviews with Gene, Paul, Michael James Jackson, and a whole bunch of other folks who contributed to the release and creation of Creatures. So it's, a really wonderful way to, you got the music in the background and you're just paging through the liner notes, and it just is a great experience that I'm looking forward to, because I know what it was like, listening to Destroyer while reading that book. And if you enjoy that as much as I do, you're going to have a great time reading this book. So very excited with how that turned out. There's a whole host of physical goodies that come with this set. Again, go to my website, click that link down below, and you'll see what they're all about. But let's dive into the music, because, if the music's not good, then that's not a great thing. Disc 1 is Creatures of the Night. It's the original album, remastered. So you got 9 songs. I always thought Creatures sounded great. I mean, I'm not some sort of audiophile, so I can't really tell you the difference between this version and any previous version of Creatures. But my first version of Creatures was the remastered version from the 90s, when they did the reunion tours. I think it was 96. And I thought that version sounded wonderful. And I listened to this with headphones, and it sounded just as good as the previously remastered version. So I'm sure some of you audio nuts will know the differences between this version and the previous remaster, but to me, there wasn't much to fix. I mean, the album has always sounded excellent, and this remastered version sounds just as good. So, nothing really stands out, but no complaints either, so I guess that's a good thing. Disc 2, Demos, Rarities, and Outtakes. This is probably my favorite disc, I'd say, because this is where it really starts to get good. I mean, they kick it off with the 4 Killers tracks, and I think those are great songs, and then the demos are wonderful. As I mentioned in my preview video, my favorite demo is Deadly Weapon with Paul, because Paul's on the vocals, and Paul Stanley's my favorite, and it has a classic Kiss arrangement that really should have been ultimately released on a proper studio album, rather than that sped up crappy version that Gene sang on Asylum. That was just garbage. Also, I find it interesting that all the Penny Lane demos that they have here. So Deadly Weapon, Feels Like Heaven. Feels Like Heaven is actually quite good. Nowhere to Run. Nowhere to Run is a fantastic song. So to listen to the demos of that are interesting. This is a couple versions of Feel Like Heaven. You also have some instrumentals. I love instrumentals. I think they're really interesting to listen to, because you can focus more on the actual instruments. Like on the Love Gun deluxe edition that they had, an instrumental version of Tomorrow and Tonight that I loved, because it was just like, I don't know, just like being able to focus just on the music gave me a deeper appreciation for the song itself. So in here you have instrumentals of Chrome Goes Into Motion and Tell It to a Fool and all sorts of stuff. So you have instrumentals of songs that didn't see the light of day, as well as songs that did, like Nowhere to Run. So there's lots of good stuff here, 16 tracks. So I enjoy both the Gene and the Paul demos on this disc. So to me, that's what I come to these box sets for, are the demos and the unreleased songs and outtakes and things like that. That's what it's all about for me. Disc 3 is more, demos, rarities, and outtakes. The differences here are that, so this is Legends Never Die, It's My Life, Not for the Innocent. I find it fascinating, by the way, that some of those demos from Gene's, the Gene Simmons Vault Experience box set are now on a Kiss box set. So I guess so much for Gene not releasing those songs anywhere else, right? You had to pay, $2,000 or something ridiculous to get that. And the audio quality on that box set is not good at all. But I have good news. Here, the demos sound fantastic. So you're going to pay a lot less money, and you'll get much better sounding material. So that's a good thing. However, you also get a bunch of takes of like I Still Love You, Saint and Sinner, Rock and Roll Hell, things like that. So hearing the same song over and over and over again, just different takes, it's interesting because you see, like for example, I think it's I Still Love You. I think it's that. Oh no, it could be Saint and Sinner. One of the songs, I forget. But Gene, I think it's Paul, is like actually like singing a melody, not knowing the words because maybe the lyrics weren't written yet. So he's kind of doing these like a boo doo boo boo, like he's kind of doing like what I would call like a Jack Black thing, where he's kind of filling in the gaps where the words would be, and actually doing a really good job. And it's kind of cool to see how the song evolved, right? From before the lyrics were written or before he memorized them to the final version of the song. So to me, it's a fascinating thing to listen to. Will I listen to those multiple takes over and over and over again? Probably not. And this is the thing that the Gene Simmons Vault suffered from too, is that when you have a lot of multiple takes, it doesn't create great replayability for the listener. So this disc is not nearly as interesting as the previous one, but there's some good stuff here to check out. Okay, let's see, what's next? Talked about that. That is disc 3. So next up is disc 4. Yeah, disc 4 is my second favorite disc. So my first favorite disc was the first demos and outtakes one, which I think was disc 2. Disc 4 is my second favorite because it is the Alive Creatures Tour 82-83 Part 1. So you got 14 tracks. Talking Creatures, Strutter, Calling Dr. Love, Firehouse, I Love It Loud, Cold Gin, Keep Me Coming, War Machine, I Want You, Rock and Roll Hell, I Still Love You, Shout Out Loud, Gene's bass solo, God of Thunder, Eric's drum solo, God of Thunder. Lots of good stuff. The energy that they've got in these performances is infectious. The musicianship is top notch, and the audio quality is great. And also, I think it's funny to hear Paul cursing back then, because I always thought that the cursing Paul Stanley started with the Revenge Tour. I guess I was wrong. I mean, I'm too young to have seen Kiss back in the day, so I only know what I've seen on DVD. And I think it's pretty cool to hear Paul like just cursing for kind of no reason in between songs. It doesn't offend me in the least. In fact, it makes me laugh. So there's lots of good stuff to listen to here, not just in the songs themselves, but what happens in between the songs. So definitely my second favorite disc. Disc 5 is part 2 of the live tracks. So you get 6 additional live tracks, plus more bonus live performances. It's a little confusing. So you have Paul's Love Gun Rap, Love Gun, Paul's guitar solo, Black Diamond, Detroit Rock City, Rock and Roll All Night, and then the bonus live tracks are Rock and Roll Hell, I Want You, King of the Nighttime World, Cold Gin, I Still Love You, and Strutter. So obviously those bonus live tracks are not from the same concerts as the previous disc. So you're getting a whole lot of live Creatures here. and I think it's great. I mean, this is really, really good stuff, and it's a high energy Kiss that we all know and love. And if you've experienced it live, you know what I'm talking about. That's where they're in their element. Now, this disc is rounded out with bonus Creatures tour sound effects. This is something I didn't know I wanted, but I'm glad I have it, because when I heard about these sound effects, I was like, oh, these are going to be kind of lame. It's going to be like a 10 to 20 second clip of a turbine or bells or flames. Like, I mean, what? But when you listen to it, these are all like, I believe they're all about a minute or so longer, or each track is like about a minute or more. And they're really high quality. I mean, it's really, really good stuff. It's not some cheesy sound effect like you would be thinking. It's actually quite good. So I think it's kind of cool to hear that this stuff was part of the live show and just kind of hear it isolated and just, pay attention to the detail of it. And they clearly, invested some ton of money into creating these, and it's a cool little memento. So, what's the final verdict on Kiss Creatures of the Night Super Deluxe Edition? 40th anniversary. I think it's a must-own release. The 80-page book, like I said, is fantastic. You got 5 great discs here, filled with all sorts of goodies to enjoy. And then, of course, there's the physical goodies that come with the box set, which I can't wait to get my hands on, because I just got a digital release to review here. They didn't send me the physical edition. So the physical edition is on its way. It's coming out November 18th. So, like I said, click that link, pre-order it, check it out. But this really is a fantastic release, and it's definitely one that all Kiss fans should check out and own. And yeah, the only thing I guess I could ask for would be, it'd be nice if they included a video of a concert with these box sets, not just audio. So maybe they could do that next time to kind of up the ante, right? We all keep asking about Kissology 4. Why not just include a live Blu-ray or 4K disc of a concert from the era that the box set is focused on? That would be fantastic. So you'd have live audio, live video, all that good stuff. And also the physical set I'm waiting to, have so I can listen to the Blu-ray audio, which with the Dolby Atmos and all that good stuff with the headphones. So that should be fantastic. But anyway, that is my review of the Kiss Creatures of the Night 40th Anniversary Super Deluxe Edition. What are your thoughts on this set? Are you picking it up? Do you have it pre-ordered? And if you're watching this video after it's out, what do you think of it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? And tell me why. Comment down below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, visit me at michaelcavicini.com, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.